go.
Wait,
That's
but
how you start.
what's that one guy that be on a 102 with that voice, the
Marco
deep
Spoon.
voice?
Marco
Marco.
Spoon.
Yeah,
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 he
you're
he a
not from
legend
Houston
too.
if you don't know
yeah.
Marco Spoon. You are not from Houston. You just moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're not from Houston or you way too young.
You way too
Mm-hmm.
young. Yup, it's even one of the two. For sure.
If she and he don't know who Marco Spoon is, you better leave her alone. They gonna lock you up in the penitentiary where it matches Mac and that purple jet. Up, time to go. Hey,
Now, you know, now, now, she old enough. Marco Spoon was in the 90s, bro.
yeah, no, I'm just talking about if they don't
It's
know.
KG Smooth now. Yeah, he's the nighttime guy.
Yeah, I'm
Y'all
talking
might
about.
not have much in common,
Oh
but
no,
she legal.
She gonna want some new Nikes. That's all she gonna want. Some new
Y'all
Nikes.
ain't gonna have much in common.
I remember when my daddy used to play it. Yo, dad, what?
Yeah, your daddy. Your daddy. Your daddy.
Take it back, brother. Take it back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have nothing in common.
Leave her where she at,
But carry on.
leave him where he at. Leave them where they at.
Can you buy me a PS5?
You buy me a
I got,
PS5.
I got bills.
Oh man.
I got bills to pay. Okay, this time.
All right, let me get up out of here, fuck you. Oh man. What up, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, ducks, chickens, dogs, cats, mices, geeses, Reese's. I don't know what a
All
Reese's
the
peanut butter cups.
You know, birds
Valentine's
can't dogs.
Day. All that, babe. Welcome to the Just Acting Up Show, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy Joffy in the building. For a limited time, I'm back again. I don't know why I'm rapping right now. But yeah, what's up, y'all? Tashay, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello, how's everyone doing? I'm good.
We doing good. What up, Mike? What up? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm good. I'm good. How's everybody doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Chris,
Doing
what's
all
up?
right.
I'm good. You know, I'm feeling good. Last week I was had a bit of food poisoning, was a little sick, and I was trying to push through the show. So I have to apologize for everybody because I mean, just look how I was last week.
Oh no, I'm sick. Hello, 911. I'm being attacked by bacteria. I'm gonna cure myself naturally. A cough accompanied by a headache could be the flu, a sore throat, or a tumor? What the fuck? God, why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you? Let's talk it out, baby boy. I reject the cold. I denounce the cold. Reiki, Reiki. This is it. This is how I die. I thought I had more time. Just take me, Jesus. I am ready to die.
Oh my God.
I was out of it. I was out of it. So yeah, I'm much better now. So yeah.
You big baby.
That boy
Just
called.
say to Jesus, I am ready to die.
That boy called God, baby boy, Lord Jesus, man. You, boy,
What can I do? What can I do to help this relationship?
I have no idea, none whatsoever.
But it's when he said I am being attacked by a bacteria.
Boy,
Literally, not fun. It's
boy,
not
going
We're
through it.
glad you're feeling better, Chris. We are
We
so glad you're feeling better.
we are glad that you.
Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man. We're happy that you're feeling better, man. We got a great show for y'all. Great guests coming up all the way from New York. We have Ashley Lauren Elrod from Visionary Woman Productions going to join us as well. We got Carrie of the Flame that's going to, share some health news as well. Turkey Leg Hut, woo! There been Turkey Leg Hut. We're going to talk about that as well. Super Bowl, all that and more news and commercials. Just Acting Up Show. Y'all stay locked in. Let's go. in, and y'all already know. Don't act brand new. Do what you do. You know what to do. Right there.
Damn.
Like,
You're gonna like, you're gonna follow, you're gonna comment and subscribe to the Just Acting Up Show.
angry eyebrows. The little bad little kids. The serious for
The like button.
For real, man. Took a little. Mike took that to the head. Boy, what you drinking?
It's kind of early, Mike. Kind of early.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh man,
Telling you.
Orlando. Get them nutrients, man. Drink.
Yeah.
Oh man, so man, let's go ahead and talk about. So Super Bowl is come and gone. We are recording this before the Super Bowl. So who did you go for? You go 49ers? Did you go for Kansas City Chiefs? Hope your team won.
Neither.
I just want to
I'm going from a homemade.
I'm going for whatever the score gets me the most money.
That fit. Hey, there you go. There you go.
What?
To everybody with this second and third teams and stuff, and man, if your team is not in it, just enjoy the festivities because that's what I'm doing.
Please do.
I don't know if y'all know, but I like okay, so I cannot say this man's name right. Mahomes. Yeah, I call him Mahomes. So I'm going for Mahomes.
There you go. That is hilarious as hell. Yeah. Or if you just like me, looking forward to the Super Bowl commercials. More on that later on. There's nothing wrong with that commercials, movies, all that more, because I get more content that way. Sorry, I don't know why I did that dance. I'm just excited for more content. But yeah, man. But in other sports news, we got to talk about this. Congrats to Andre, not 3000. We do like Andre 3000. But shout out to Andre Johnson, the first Texan to get into the Hall of Fame. If you smell
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
He's not
awesome.
The Texans' first Hall of Famer. The Hall of Famer.
Well deserved.
Congratulations.
Well
guys.
deserved.
Well deserved. Not even well deserved.
Stand up, Texas.
Well deserved. And in other sports news as well, there's a Kobe statue that is now out, and that was a very touching tribute that Shaq did as well. That was cool, man. It's just talked to somebody the other day about how it said how Chadwick Boseman and Kobe both left us in the same year, and still feel like their presence are still here, and that's how great of an impact they left on us, on everybody. So yeah, man, thank you, Kobe, for all the years. Boy, that boy, Rock is killing everybody, man. That boy.
I never was a Kobe fan just because of that.
The boy,
just because of that.
Everybody get it, man. That was
between him and Tom Brady. I can't stand. I couldn't.
Boy,
I just can't deal.
Shut it down, man. Kobe.
Let me tell you, you want to talk about never miss? Like that man did not come to play. Like his work ethic, his work ethic alone was the reason why he was able to come out and do what he did like that. Like everybody who knew him was like, man, y'all don't understand why we out here partying. Kobe's in the gym.
That man was not playing. He was funnier than what people didn't realize. Dude was hilarious, but yeah, man, Kobe, that very good person to follow, like you say, said work ethic wise. And other news, man, the turkey leg huts. Woo! The missus or former missus so did clean up, didn't she? She said, "You got to go. You get fired. You get fired." And husband, former husband, here your walking papers.
Oh, she did not only send the walking papers. She had the deputies and the sheriffs to come and escort him right on up out the building, baby. That is
and then he turned around and filed for a divorce. Not a divorce. He turned around and he did something because it's been some back and forth between them.
It has.
Might as well.
Yeah, he's trying to take the turkey leg hut from her. Actually, that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he might as well. They might as well get a VH1 series, reality TV series. If it don't right up.
Well, I thought I seen somebody say "surviving the turkey leg hut."
Hey, but you know what though? All jokes aside, I think I know what's going to end up happening. Someone with a lighter complexion than us is going to come in and is going to scoot that up
Yeah.
because the two foundations can't get along. This is going to be
Mm.
the turkey leg hut generate millions of dollars.
Yeah, it
So
does.
that's they gonna seize their opportunity to come get that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I hope it stay black
before
owned.
somebody else, yeah, before somebody else come in and do that, you know what I'm saying? Miss Turkey Leg Hut, holla at me. I think I want to go ahead and do an investment. I'll be the new co-owner of Turkey Leg Hut, and then we all can eat for free.
See,
Hey,
see,
get some
Johnny
stocks and
Taylor
shit.
had see, folks. These youngsters, y'all don't want to listen. Johnny Taylor say it best. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to
Oh,
keep her.
keeper. Oh man, too
You
funny,
know
man.
what? That's crazy though, because the Turkey Leg Hut has become like one of the staples for Houston. Like people, they
Yeah,
Turkey Leg Hut is a part of Houston now, and it's like we can't let it go down like that. Like if there's something that our community can do to help this young lady out while she is going through what she is going through, I'm pretty sure she's trying to keep it and keep everything afloat. Like I seen some of the employees were saying that they hadn't got paid and things like that. Like if
Oh
we
yeah,
can
I
bind
heard that.
together to help her keep the Turkey Leg Hut and keep the Turkey Leg Hut good and running, and
mm,
with if we could do that, like that would be great. Like
yeah,
I don't know.
They,
We
they
need to
not.
see see what we can do about that.
They
yeah.
not. They not.
one of them
We
turkey
got
legs
to.
got one of them turkey
they,
legs got dogged.
they not.
I haven't even had none yet.
Oh man, you get the right one. Yes, yes. Telling you. Yeah, man. Speaking of not had one, I don't think Mattress Mac has. I'm sorry, this still. I think this is the first time I've seen Mattress Mac have one of these. That boy put the I'm telling you, I got Frank Lucas fur coat vibes looking at this man. Put the Jolly Ranchers inside the Sprite. Boy, start stirring up. The boy,
Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah,
good, bro. Your blood sugar, you too old to
yeah,
be doing this, Mac. Now,
yeah. He getting a little
Maybe
bit
he
too
was sick. He had a
cultural.
cold.
Peer pressure. I blame it on peer pressure.
He
They
getting
peer
a little
pressure
bit too cultural.
Mattress Mike. They peer pressure to do this. That's what happened. It was peer pressure.
I mean, he been making millions from selling furniture for years,
Mm-hmm.
and just
furniture.
furniture.
Yeah,
So
just furniture. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
just
wow.
furniture.
I'm
But
just saying, Mac.
hey man, like I
Man,
said,
y'all
he
get
getting
off
a
the
little bit
mattress
too.
though.
Y'all getting he getting a little bit too cultural.
Yeah, man.
Hold
Getting
on,
a
wait,
little
y'all.
bit too
But y'all
cultural.
gotta give my Mattress Mike a hold off, because
Matthew Mac,
whenever we have had like a natural disaster or anything, like he one of the first ones to open up his furniture store and be like, "Hey, y'all just come in here." Like he's
Yeah,
always here for us, like for the culture or whatever. So like maybe he can get him a little pass for the festivities that he has going on. But we just
I'm
concerned about your Mattress Mac.
not.
We
I'm
concerned.
not. I ain't tripping about that. It's just the mere fact you getting a little bit too cultural, my boy.
Is
You
Mattress
got
Mac,
the
is he
purple
married?
rag on with the drink and the this and the that.
You know,
Hey, stay in your lane.
hey, well,
Stay
you
on
know
them
what?
couches.
I just thought about that. I mean, is Mattress Mac married, or his wife still living if he was? Because maybe he
that's
got
right.
him a new little young little tenderoni. He just like
Yeah, and she need to
pop,
get
pop.
out his ear.
Look,
Telling you.
Mattress Mac
Yeah,
said he is powwow cousin, uncle. He powwow uncle, so he can do what he want to do. Okay.
Oh boy, boy,
boy,
boy, boy.
boy, I
That
tell you.
I'm
Anyway.
just saying the feds watching, Mac. Just be careful. Just be
Yeah,
careful.
man. You. They love our culture, but boy, they hate our struggle. All right, we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. Matches
Mm-hmm.
Mac.
That's a whole nother conversation right there. You
I
about to
know. I already know. I
Yeah.
know.
All right. Speaking
Moving
of the
on.
whole, yeah. Speaking of a whole another conversation, Mad Hatter. They say something about he in the radio show, but he always been in the radio now. Now go
yeah.
touch on that a little bit right there, brother.
Had never really left radio. Like he's, of course, radio icon out here in
Yeah.
Houston. I've been had the Man Had a Morning Show for was it almost 20 years, 20 plus years, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
which is actually an anomaly when it comes to radio. The show doesn't really just unsyndicated like it's local. Yeah, that is. But anyway, he never really left radio because he went to the college network that we have out here, Texas Southern's radio station, which is 90.9. So he's still been in the business. He still had a platform, but now he's coming back to mainstream radio with the afternoon show, taking over for I forgot, is it Funky Larry Jones? One of the hosts, Matt, whoever the midday host, recently retired, and so he's gonna come in and take that slot over.
Okay.
For what station?
102.1.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Mad Hatter.
Magic 102. Every time I
Man,
hear
we've
that,
been listening to Mad Hatter for a long time, man. Oh my goodness.
we were
You
Like
from
high
Houston?
school.
You ain't from Houston if you ain't never have been on what was that battle with rapping with J Mac?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I called
Who's on the mic with how to screw? Who's on the mic with how to screw today?
Hey, I remember that boy, man. My name
They
is
used to
that.
be jamming.
That sounds cool, but that may be where he come from. What's your yeah? I remember, man. That's a
See?
childhood, man. Boy.
Nah,
For real. I used to listen to that on the way to school every morning.
I give y'all another one. If you ain't from Houston, if you don't know, say what you want to say by what was the DJ name? Green something. He came on Saturday night. Mean Green. I think it was Mean Green.
Yes.
Yeah, the legendary Mean Green.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Say what you want to say. That was like late night on
Yeah.
97.9. And they said some stories. This is before everything was just so. No, you can't say that. You can't say that because that was one of them.
I love myself.
Or Street Flavor with D Solo.
Yes. Street flavor. So.
Yes.
If you don't know, stand tall and come back for more. If you fall, stand tall and come back for more.
There you go.
Wait, but what's that one guy that be on a 102 with that voice? The deep voice.
Marco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He a legend too.
You don't know Marco Spoon. You are not from Houston. You just moved here.
Either you're not from Houston or you way too young.
You way too young. Yup, it's even one of the two.
If he don't know who Marco Spoon is, you better leave it alone. They gonna lock you up in the penitentiary where it matches Mac and that purple jet. Up, time to go. Hey,
no. She old enough. Marco Spoon was in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, I'm just talking about if they don't know.
KG Smooth now, yeah, he's the nighttime guy.
Yeah, I might not have much in common, but she legal.
She gonna want some new Nikes. That's all she gonna want. Some new Nikes.
Gonna have much in common.
I remember when my daddy used to play it. Yo, what?
Yeah, your daddy. Your daddy.
Take it back, brother. Take it back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have nothing in common.
Leave her where she at. Or
leave
him where he at. Leave them where they at.
Can you buy me a PS5?
Buy me a PS5.
I got bills.
Oh man.
I got bills to pay. Okay, this stuff.
All right, let me get up out of here, Fuzzy. Oh man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna dip out on the Critics Corner. Y'all enjoy yourself, but I'll see y'all real soon for the interview. But other than that, Critics Corner's up next. Just Act Up Show. Y'all have fun. Enjoy yourself.
All right. Welcome to the Critics Corner. You know, since Josh had to leave, I'm going to take over here. And so before we continue, just remember to go ahead and check out Joff's VIP room, where he goes into extensive reviews, skits, in-depth analysis of different things as well, movie, TV shows, and all that and more. So here in the Critics Corner, man, like it's been a great week in entertainment. Of course, I'm excited for Super Bowl this show airs on Tuesday, but as of today, this is the day before, and I'm excited to see the Super Bowl commercials that's coming. What about y'all?
Yes.
The festivities. Let's just say it like that. And whatever team lose, I'm gonna be happy. So whatever team that lost, I'm happy you lost.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of petty.
We might see your commercial. Come on, Chris. Y'all be on the
No,
lookout for Chris commercial. Y'all might
Y'all
see
be on the
Chris
lookout.
yeah,
on the Super Bowl commercials. Just be on the lookout.
yeah. I'm hoping to see it. If y'all see it, put a video, tag me so I can repost it. Like, look, I'm got a Super Bowl commercial.
Bro doing something wrong in life. You know how much it costs just to have a 7-minute, not even 7 seconds, 5-minute Super Bowl commercial, like $7 million.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. Some people they wasted their money though. Some of them commercials be trash. Yeah.
Garbage.
They need us on the cast of them commercials. Y'all book us, and the commercial's it's gonna fly.
Yeah.
And friend of the show, past guest, Havilah Malone, she has a Super Bowl commercial that's going to air Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Shout out to her. What else we got going on? Did y'all see the Ninja Turtles? They have a new cartoon. They rebooted it like 4 or 5 different times, but yeah.
Yeah, they have.
No.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
The movie was good though. I liked it. The movie was pretty. Yeah. Me and my son, we sat back and watched the movie with Ice Cube and on it. Yeah, I liked that.
But so, give us some more information about the cartoon, Chris.
The new Ninja Turtles cartoon. It's gonna be called. It's called. My bad. Let me see. Here we go. It's like high school. They say, well, the best way to describe the new cartoon, right? It's like high school meets crime fighting. It's called Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Okay.
It's gonna be on Paramount. So it's gonna be animated series, of course, the Turtles. Seth Rogen produced this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. It looks decent. I have to always, because I was a Ninja Turtle growing up.
Me too.
I was either Ghostbuster or Ninja Turtle. So
me too.
For me, I have to look at it with these adult eyes. Like, okay, it's not the same Ninja Turtles.
No, it's not.
Back in the day, so I can't have that same expectation of it. So
exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousin Orman. We used to be Ninja Turtles together.
I think everybody was a turtle growing up as a kid. You had your favorite, so
Who was your favorite?
Ralph was my favorite. Ta-da!
Okay.
Yeah, surprise.
It was Michelangelo for me. Michelangelo and Leonardo. Those are my 2 favorites.
Yes.
Ralph stood on business before standing on business was a thing. They want to play and skate and eat pizza. Ralph wasn't having it.
Which one was the nerdy one? Was that Michelangelo?
That was Donatello.
That was Donatello. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
I liked Donatello.
Yeah.
Which one was like a fiend for pizza? Which one was it?
It was Michelangelo.
Okay. Them two were my favorite.
Yeah. I have a very interesting story, but I'll share it later because we compress with time.
Go Ninja. Go. Man, that was the dopest movie. Go Ninja.
Yes.
Anyway, Moana2. They dropped as well for all you Moana fans out there.
I love them.
Didn't they say it was going to be a live action Moana? That didn't look like a live action Moana.
I think they're still working on it. So I think it's just the cartoon, the sequel to the cartoon. But they definitely are working on a live action one. I don't know if they've come out with a release date yet, though.
Yeah, they are working on it.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. Moana is up there with my top cartoons.
Wow, Mike.
Yeah, I like Moana, but it's not better than Princess and the Frog.
Oh no, it's not better than Princess and the Frog. But I like Moana. I do.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. I think what made it my favorite was going to see it at Disney on Ice when they had Disney on Ice and they had like this special tribute to Moana, and it was really dope. Like that's what made me just really dove deep into Moana.
Nice.
And then also the Oscars. They're adding a new category to the awards, which is for best casting. I think that's a great award to add. I mean, because some people at a show or a film, you be like, man, whoever casted them,
that
was great.
Yeah,
great casting. So
I
I
honestly
mean,
think Oppenheimer gonna do a sweep. I think
mm,
that's what I think.
Mike, the way you promote Oppenheimer, it's
I
gonna be
should
20,
I
10
should
years for Oppenheimer to get
for
that. I'm like,
Nolan.
bro, it's not even
Put me
qualified.
that somebody. Cause I be promoting that the show on Netflix. I need my money.
he needs money now because he is
I be promoting that
constantly.
Oppie. I be man, that's all I talk about. Is I'ma stop.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. And also, friends of the show with Diallo, Riddle, and the whole gang over there at Sherman Showcase. They're actually taking Sherman Showcase live at the El Rey Theater in Los Angeles.
Hmm,
So if anybody
that's
know,
cool.
yeah, so anybody know, Sherman Showcase is a show that it's kind of like SNL meets Soul Train. And so it's a
Mm.
parody on like a Soul Train type set and the character and everything. It's a very funny show. I love sketch comedy, and so they're bringing that to a live space. And so
Mm.
shout out to those over there, Sherman Showcase and Diallo Riddle and the whole gang. Before we go into our last little point, a bit of RIP's got to go around for Toby Keith, the country
Yeah.
singer,
Yeah.
country singer legend that passed away. Um, Cause of death, I'm not sure if is known, but his contribution to music has been heavy. And so, shout out to him and his family. Prayers going up to him and his family. And yeah, he leaves behind a legacy of great music. So,
Yes. Rest in peace.
all right. So now, for the moment you've been waiting for, you've seen it everywhere. Apparently, Club Shay Shay it's going to be called Club
That's what
Mess Mess
you
because people didn't come over there and
That's
they
your boy, Mike. That's your boy.
you want to get you want to get it off your chest. Come on over to Club Shay Shay. He got that liquor right there on that table. Go on and let your spirit talk. So I listened to the whole Monique
Mm,
interview
mm,
while I
mm.
was at work, and Monique said a lot to say about Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, but Lee Daniels apologized to her, and Will Packer, and she spoke on it, and you can tell that a lot of her wounds and our experience with them haven't healed
Mhm.
because it's a constant. Even the Breakfast Club and the Breakfast Club, they apologize. Charlamagne apologized for giving her donkey of the day, but you know, when it's there, and and
Mm.
and she even sent audio to Shannon Sharp to hear that Tyler Perry apologized for a rumor that started that hurted her money, and later he denied it in public, but apology in private. And man, who is a lot. It's a lot.
It's
It's
misty.
a lot. Yeah, it's a
It's
lot.
real misty.
Yeah, it really is. And then what really broke my heart, because I'm not a fan of the show The Parkers, but that the Parkers made billions of dollars, and her and Kelsey, I hope I'm saying her name right.
Kelsey
Kelsey's
Smoke.
mom, yeah, they only made like 100,000, like just thousands,
They still fighting for their money for that.
and they still fighting for that money. And that money went 100 episodes syndicated. So it's very educated. If you're in this business like we all are, it's real good to hear her experiences, because you don't want to fall into that. It's
Hmm.
yeah. So shout out to Monique. I have a newfound respect for Monique because man, it is a lot. It is absolutely a lot, and she spoke her truth.
Yeah, and you know what? I really applaud her. Like, I kind of stay away from the messy stuff, right? But I understand sometimes you have to get your story out, and it's not by any means necessary, but however you can. And I feel like sometimes women, especially black women, we tend to not speak about certain things because we don't want to be labeled as like the angry black woman or the
Yeah.
um not easy to work with or complicated, or a lot of the stigmas that we get, and we tend to like just stick it in there and endure. And she, with her strength of coming out and saying, no, I'm not enduring this and this and this and that. And if I did, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Y'all can't keep me silent. Y'all put me in these circumstances. I've been in these situations with you guys, and
Yeah.
this is what happened. And that alone can help other people to come out and speak about some unjust situations that they have been in.
Yeah. In a nutshell, man. And then they come with receipts.
Yes.
She came with receipts.
You got to have the receipts.
Boy, even
You got
Kevin
to have the
Hart, she
receipts.
talked about Kevin Hart too. That was
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, like really?
Yeah.
It's
Well, y'all thought
Yeah.
DL got missed the wave with Cat. Monique said, "Nah, I got him."
yeah, I know. she spin the block. Hold up. Put this in park. We're gonna reverse this shit.
Right? Like,
Shannon Sharp she say, I know I already interviewed Steve Harvey. She said, well, bring him back.
hmm,
Wow.
bring him back. Now
Bring him
that's
back.
that's crazy. All the things that these people have experienced, though, it's just be like, wow, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I pray for just healing on both sides, and I hope that we just can do better and treat our people
Mm,
well.
Shout out to Killer Mike. Won 3 Grammys. I
Man,
heard the album yesterday, and boy, I can tell you he deserved all 3 of those Grammys.
oh,
Shout
for
out to
sure.
Killer
for
Mike.
real?
Man, yeah.
The apple go hard.
Man, that
Yeah.
album go hard. It's no skips. It is no skips.
No, that was definitely a work of art. Killer Mike, people sleep on him, but dude got it.
But some
Yeah,
people didn't even know that Killer Mike had an album out. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Who dropped the ball on this?
it's all good. He
Right.
But
won.
but did you hear about the album before the Grammys?
I seen it because I follow Killer Mike, and I seen all of the features that he had. He was on a couple of other podcasts promoting it, and I heard snippets of it, but I just never sat down and actually listened to it. But
Yeah.
after the man, I can honestly, he deserved all 3, all 3. That album has no skills, and to all you youngsters out there, do your research. Killer Mike been doing this. He ain't just popped up out of the blue. No, he been doing this for a
Yeah.
very long time. Y'all all got y'all lane and y'all doing it well. But it's okay for you to step outside and listen to other music and just open up your mind. But Killer Mike is that guy. He always was that guy.
That's dope. Shout out to Killer Mike. And congratulations.
Yep.
All right, y'all. So we about to get into the spotlight segment. Next, we have a special guest, Miss Ashley Lauren Elrod, and she's gonna sit down and talk with us for a few. So stay locked in. It's back to the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're tuning in. We have a very, very special guest today on the Just Acting Up show. Round of applause for Ashley Lauren Elrod.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. Love the hat, by the way. I didn't tell you that, and the earrings.
Thank you. This is a Colorado find and Express. Shout out to Express.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let me see. Before we get started, I gotta list off all these titles because it's just you put in all the hard work to achieve these. So are you originally from New York?
No, Chicago.
Chicago, Chi-Town. Okay.
The
Yeah.
walk different
Yeah.
in Chicago. I promise. We come across. We talk to a lot of actors from Chicago, and it's just like, what's in the water?
Yeah. Chicago's good city, especially to start and to have a bit more of a stable acting career. Yeah, it's a good city.
Gotcha. All right. So let's see.
Yeah.
So you are a CEO,
Yes.
producer,
Hmm.
advocate, actress, model, healer. I like that you had that on there. Healer.
Yeah.
Dove Partner. That's a good soap, y'all. Um,
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk a little bit about Visionary Woman Productions as well.
Awesome. Yes.
All those titles, and we love it. So, with so many titles to your name, can you share with us what got you started in your career?
Yeah, I mean, I have been a creative since I was a kid. I mean, there's videos of me, at like 1 years old trying to steal a mic from someone, like at my brother's. It was like his little assembly. We have how we had assemblies back in the day, and like me, like trying to take the mic, like literally in the middle of like, like literally in the middle of the assembly. And like I'll never forget that. It was hilarious. But ever since then I feel like it was just like I was just born to do this. I was born to be on stage, be a creative, and do what I do. But also too, I've always been someone really enthralled, I think, with the back end of things and being behind stage and creating costumes and doing makeup, and from once again from a very young age. I realized this actually this past weekend. I was talking to someone. I'm like, I've always been a producer. Like I've always been a producer as well and a creative developer since I was a child. I was always the one, like even in group projects, being like, this is what we should do, and I'll get this for everybody, and and all that good stuff. And in high school, I went crazy. I was always like, I'm gonna be the leader of the food drive and the toy drive and our hallway decoration contest and everything. And people would just be like, Ashley's got it. And so and that was just always me. So it made sense to like do what I do all like now. And even in college, like I double majored in technical theater, which was a whole big intensive degree where you had to run lighting for a show, create costumes from a show from scratch, pass the makeup classes, set design, and it was lighting, set, makeup, wardrobe, and production. Like you had to produce a show. So it was a pretty intense degree, but it was worth it for sure because I wanted to learn everything about the industry, not just like be an actor, I guess. I love being an actor. It's like my passion, but I definitely think it was wise for me to learn the back end when I did because it also helps with my acting. It helps to know like your lighting and how to work with the crew properly and know the terminology. So yeah, that's just a little bit about the beginning of how I became a producer and owner of Visionary Woman Productions.
Nice, nice.
You know.
Now, I see that you also sing as well. I saw that you are a worship leader. And so,
Yes, yeah,
yeah. And so, as someone like myself who's also involved in my church heavily, like, how do you just navigate the entertainment industry, right?
yeah,
How has God guided you through the entertainment industry? Like, because there's a lot of highs, a lot of lows. You see a lot of different things, good and bad.
yeah,
But still maintain, just your morals, your values, your faith. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a great question. It definitely has not been easy for
Hmm.
sure. Definitely have been through a lot in the industry, especially because I started so young too. Like when I was still in college, like I was on professional sets, starting off as a stand-in, and like I kind of got exposed. I feel like to how the industry can be on the back end with dealing with certain people, and people think that they can take advantage of you when you're young and things like that, and want to try to test you to see if you like would do something for a role and all that. So that was definitely interesting to navigate for me. Luckily for me, I've always been very no. So
Mm.
and I guess people would think I was crazy, to say no to certain people that I was like no to. But I luckily was, very adamant about no, I'm not going to do anything for a role, and I'm not going to take a role that I'm not comfortable with, and I'm not going to hang out around people just because they're the director or the producer of the show if I don't feel comfortable to do so. So definitely I've always tried to walk onto sets and into rooms not being like Jesus, but being like, I believe in God, and I have a certain standard for my life, and everyone always, especially now, understands that about me. Like, I don't even have to say that I'm a believer for people to feel that, and that's always my goal. Like, I want to not even have to proclaim, my beliefs for people to like understand like who I am when I walk into a room. And now people like, they understand that. They feel it, I think, when I walk onto sets, because I try to set the tone right away, even if I'm like a production designer, or I'm, working on a different part of the set, or I'm the actor. I like to be able to introduce myself to people, make sure people feel comfortable and seen. And I'm telling you, just doing that has really, I've been on the most chaotic sets, and because I've taken the initiative to do that, the sets were better, because I like let God lead me in that way. I mean, for real, like I was on a BET set like a couple years ago, and it was probably the most chaotic set I've ever been on in my life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, just because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. But with that being said, that was one of the days, the first day, I was like, okay, how are we going to take this? It's like there's a lot of energies and everything is happening, but I just want to kind of make sure I'm going to be mellow on here, because we need like a cool head. And I was one of the few women on set. So I just was like, let me introduce myself to people. So I was introducing myself. I went up directly to all the ADs, let them know who I was. I was doing set deck and props and stuff. And then I went to the camera crew, and a couple guys actually I went to college with, and it was back in Chicago that I flew back for the gig. And I happened to know them. I was like, oh my God, yeah, like 13 years ago, so that was already nice. And then other people, but like throughout the chaos that happened, everyone literally became more respectful. It was weird. They would get hot and heavy in the moment, and then come back and apologize and be like, yo, like, you didn't deserve that. I'm so sorry. Like, things got heated, and, you're so awesome. And I just don't want you to feel, any type of way. When I don't think that ever would have happened if I didn't take the initiative the first day to be like, yo, like, let's all help each other. Like, let's make sure we can make this as smooth as possible. So yeah, just an example of letting God lead, and trying to, lead the culture, I think, too, any chance you can when you walk into the room.
You got that anointment, man. You need that with that's that's what I call it. I said I need the extra, like, God, come on now. We got so
Yeah. For real, because it's like, it can be rough. It's not like all glitz and glam behind the scenes. It's just, even when you're an actor too, like, it's like not always like you're going on to on set and you're in the trailer, and it's like people think that's what it all is, and it's like, no, there's so much stuff that goes on, and like, if you're a celebrity, maybe it's like a little easier, but if you're just like us,
with the crew,
and you get it's a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, go ahead, Shay.
Well, I wanted to know a little bit more about the modeling.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I started modeling in high school, which was over 15 years ago. And yeah, um, and yeah, modeling honestly was something, back in the day, especially around that time, it was like America's Next Top Model was the thing, and Tyra Banks, and trying to follow in the footsteps of, her was like kind of a thing for me. And I just ended up doing it. So I ended up being signed with Ford at one time, and then BMG. And I mean, granted some beautiful opportunities. And I don't, regret that time of my life, but also it was kind of, that was my first kind of push into the industry, and things I had to navigate. Back then you were being weighed by your agent, and I think you still get measured now, but just because of measurements. But back then it was kind of like, oh, you may need to lose 2 pounds, even though I was a 0.2 at the max back then. And it was just very traumatic, obviously, going through that. Even even though, like I said, I was offered opportunities, like I was featured in Vogue and I was on Vibe and, you know, in Essence and other things. So it was a beautiful time in that sense, but also it was very hard. And I think even now it's like growing older and going through so many different body changes, you know, having more meat on my bones and curves, you know, it's like it took a long time for me to kind of like be comfortable with that, to be honest, you know, like I think it's like when you are not used to having things that you didn't have before, it definitely is a transition and a process to like love your body and, you know, understand how to dress your body when it's different. Because for a long time, honestly, in my 20s, I was still pretty thin. And then going into my 30s, that's when I started really transitioning with my body. And like, I was like, no, I'm still this. Like, I'm still this size, or I still look, you know, and it was like, no, I'm not. Like, I need to get a new, you know, a new bra. Like, I'm just TMI, guys. But like, you know, but it was like, that was the reality. It's like, I'm like, dang, I need to unlearn so much from like modeling and that person that I was and or kind of forced to be. So yeah, that's the honest answer about modeling.
I completely understand because I'm in my 30s now, and it's like, whoo, some of the things we, you know, we see and like what our style is, we may have to like tweak it a little bit for like the this moment us, right?
Yes, and like be comfortable with that for sure. And I think that's a cultural thing too, you know, like I grew up in you know, with a mom who was always like, oh, you don't want to be too, you know, big and, you know, all that stuff and everything. So it's like there was just a lot there that I think I had to like be like, well, fuck that, you know. I'm sorry if I can cuss on this show or not, but edit that out. But you know, but yeah, had to, you know, go through all that process too.
Yeah, and we go through that sometimes, you know, even with men too, you know. Where it's like sometimes my friends will be like, oh, we see you getting that man weight, or, you know, we see you, you know, for real. You be like, really? Did you just say?
Excuse me.
Like, I'm setting the gym time tomorrow because y'all not gonna be playing with me like that.
Yeah, but it's so interesting. Yeah, for sure. I think in our community too, I think people need to stop like commenting on people's bodies and hair and everything else, because like, you know, especially now there's so much going on in the world, you know, like that's more important than, you know, worrying about somebody else's appearance. So that's just me, especially too like dealing with some like chronic health issues and stuff like I've had to deal with. It's like just more appropriate to not, you know, comment on those things, but I think it's like something we need to continue to work on.
And I want to highlight both of y'all because y'all model. You to say both you and Ashley. Me and Chris trying to slightly step in that direction, but I just want to I want to applaud y'all for doing it because I know y'all hear a lot of things, both to Ashley, you and to Shay. So I gotta give you a round of applause with that because it's a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm actually gearing up right now for LA Fashion Week in March.
I love it.
And like I'm in the gym shedding right now.
Yeah.
Getting ready. It's a lot mentally though. It really is. But I love it. I just love, you know, I've always loved fashion and just clothes. I'm not gonna say always, because in high school I was not fashionable. I was like sweatshirt, sweatpants, no makeup, hair in a ponytail, right? But it was like that senior year when it clicked for me, like, you might need to care about what you look like at this high school a little bit.
I feel that. I went to a Catholic high school. I was forced to go to one. And we had to wear, you know, the polo and the slacks and stuff. But I was the opposite. I didn't wear makeup though. Like I was like you. I was like always barefaced and stuff. I don't think I started wearing makeup until like maybe junior year when my sister kind of tried to teach me some things, but even that was like bronzer from MAC and like some gloss, and that was like the extent of it. But yeah, I tried to make my polos and stuff look cute, like even custom making the logo on them, and people would be like, I want to buy one of those because they're better than ours, and then eventually like there would be some teachers who would be like, that's not our dress code polo. I'm like, it has the logo on it, sir. Like, yes, it is. It's the official school logo on this polo. It's a different color, but it's the logo, isn't it? Like, there was this one guy who tried to get me like, yeah, he tried to catch a case so hard. And I was like, it's senior year. I've been wearing these for 4 years. I'm like, please go somewhere else with that.
It's the end of my high school career. Like, come on now.
Right.
Move around.
Let me be great.
Right.
Move
yeah,
around.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Now, just like us with the beard and mustache, sir. You need to say like, look, man, look, it's here. All right, I'm not finna.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of here. Leave me alone. We need to tell the difference. If you can't tell the difference, all right.
Right.
Bringing back some high school memories here, Ashley.
Oh God. It's fun time.
Oh my gosh.
Fun time.
Right. And so now
love it.
You know, you I know you act as well, and I remember I think the first time I came across you on social media is when you said you act as well, and I believe you mentioned that you are a client to your father as well. Is that true?
No, so the opposite. My dad's my client.
Okay, the opposite. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Okay, so
so I got him into acting. 6 years ago.
Really, that's the same time I really started taking on my acting career 6 years ago when I started this
amazing.
Journey.
Do he like sometimes call you and be like, "What's up, boss?"
Not really. I'm still just his daughter, but like I have handled all of his self tapes, and we'll get on Zoom and I'll record him and edit his stuff and send him to his agent, who used to be my agent back in Chicago, like way back in the day. They were my first ever agents, but also the agency I interned for when I was in college and worked back of house for. So they ended up signing him, and I mean, he ended up taking off like billboards for Goose Island and campaigns and commercials for McDonald's. And I mean, he, is SAG-AFTRA eligible now. So it's just crazy to see how he, how far he's come in all of these years. It's like, it was just, it was a fun thing for him at first. It was kind of just like, he was depressed after retirement. He worked in education for over 30 years. And, that's another thing I think we need to work on in our community is like being at rest, and that's easier said than done, because when I go on vacation, it takes a good 4 days for me to be like, okay, I'm not going to do anything related to work. Yeah. But it's something I'm really trying to work on, because, man, I think we like I said, he got depressed and he was like not inspired or anything after he was done working. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, maybe you should start acting. Like my agent always was like, your dad could totally act. He has a great face, and like every time he's in the office with you, I think he's one of our talents. I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. So I took his headshots because I'm also, obviously I own a production company. I took his photos and I, submitted them and everything. And he got 2 agents right away, and he just took off from there. So, yeah.
Way to go, Dad and Ashley, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he's been a great client. So hopefully he has a few more years in him for it. But yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
dope. That's dope.
That is. Oh, also,
that's a blessing to have a daughter that could, because sometimes it's hard for our parents to, accept. And when I say this, like to accept help from us, like sometimes it's like, I got this. I'm older than you. I got life, right? And to accept help from you and work with you like that, like that's amazing. That's a blessing.
Yeah, it definitely has been awesome for sure.
Also, one more note before we continue. for your vacation. This is something I
Yeah.
reminded myself. There was a video that I saw of a dog on vacation with his owner, and the dog was laid
Uh-huh.
up. Yeah, the dog was like laid up on a beach chair getting fed strawberries and whipped cream, and I got instantly jealous. So whenever you go on vacation, remind yourself about that little small dog getting catered, and tell yourself Ashley deserves this. Just
Yeah.
chill out, don't do nothing.
Just
Yeah.
we just recently took a cruise, and it's like a
Mhm.
little bit. It's harder to work on a cruise boat.
Yes.
Like that was
With
the
the
one
connection.
thing that like I was like, okay, the internet's not working that well. I might as well just go down here and have a little drink or something at the bar because you're in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
So it's the connection's not that great. So it's like, what else can I do? Oh yeah, I'm on vacation. I can actually enjoy myself.
Right.
Yeah,
It's hard. It can be hard. Yeah. I
I
feel
can
that.
relate. I can relate. I
Yeah.
asked myself the other day. I was like, I haven't taken a vacation in a few years at this point. I wear so many
Oh my
hats. It's hard
God.
to take those hats off and just really just be still and just.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn the phone off and I'm just gonna enjoy myself. So, but
Yeah.
this year I'm determined. I'm going on vacation this year. Just like, hey,
You have to. Yes.
Yes.
Go
yeah,
for
Yes.
it. You got to do it. Got to do it. It's
Mhm.
healthy.
Mhm.
So I have a question. When it comes to on the acting side of things, right? Before you get into a performance, do you ever have any performance anxiety or or trouble dealing with like chemistry with your whoever you're doing a scene with? And how do you handle?
Um, I feel like sometimes it's interesting. For me, I always feel really at home in acting. I think it's because it's always been something that has been almost not, I don't want to say dissociation, but like, growing up in kind of like some traumatic circumstances that I was in, creativity and acting was always like my outlet and something that really made me feel like alive and at home and very comfortable within my skin. I guess if you would ask anyone who's acted with me, they would be like, "You go for it. You just like you're that person," because I don't know. It's just a natural thing. It's not a technique that I learned. I went to school for it, but it's like even my teachers were like, "Yeah, like what you have like is not being taught, and like don't lose that." And it really was because it was always my therapy in a way.
Mhm.
I really don't get anxiety with it. I get excited. Like I said, I feel really at home. I really try to honor the characters that I'm playing by really not in a method actor way, but I want to become them. Like I do want, to tell their story. But also like, you'll probably see little glimmers of me in there at, once in a while. I think that's always special too, to keep that. But I like to really use that time to really dedicate to whoever I'm being honored to play. So I think I really focus on that, and that just keeps me in a zone that's coming from an authentic and honest place. So with acting, I think that's been my thing, and I think for your other question, I've always had great scene partners for the most part. I think
Yeah.
though too, it's been I think since I do go there right away, sometimes people are like, like I'll never forget doing. I was Mrs. Mueller in Dow actually in college, and I was actually nominated for best actor award for the Black Actors Film Collective in Chicago before I graduated because of the performance. And like throughout rehearsals and stuff, we rehearsed for a couple months. It was good. I was always bringing it, but something comes alive in you even more when you're on stage and like when
Mhm.
you're in front of the camera. Like I think it's like all of that work of like you worked, now let it go. I think that's my process. It's just like you do all the technical stuff, you really become that person, and then on the day just like let it go. Let it go. You like let them breathe. It's kind of like a spiritual experience for me, to be honest. And I remember the first day, I wasn't even expecting this. I I went out there, the scene for her, if you saw the movie with Viola Davis, that was her first breakout role. The scene lasts like 5 minutes and that's it. That's all you're in the show for. And I went out there and I was with my partner, who's also still my friend to this day, and she was playing the nut. And all of a sudden, I just like started bawling, and like all this stuff came out, and she was like, I can tell, like she was like, she still stayed in the moment, but she was like, I remember looking at her face, and she was like, like she just was like caught for a second, and like she kept going, but then afterwards it was like I closed the door because like it was like she leaves, and like the crowd starts clapping like after my scene, like after I walked off, and everyone's like, oh my god, oh my god, like what was that? Like you were saving that for, I was like, no, that just happened. Like it was like it was truly an outer body experience for me, to be honest. Like I felt like I was watching myself.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my god, like, so it was like I've had a few of those moments where it's like my scene partner's like, stop being so genuine or whatever. And I'm just like, I can't help it. So I think that's been great though, because it's helped like in a healthy way challenge people and help them like go a little bit deeper than they want to maybe go. So yeah.
I love that. Love that. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. So
yeah, of course.
What's been some of your, besides that one, what's been some of your favorite projects that you've been a part of? Because I want to hear about this now. Like, yeah, what's been some of your favorites, your personal favorites?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely still top favorite for sure. That was just a beautiful moment I'll never forget. It was definitely just the moment I felt like, wow, I'm an actor. Like, I think that was the first time I was like, I can do this. And I also felt like if people too coming up to you afterwards who are like, wow, I really felt like you were that mom and you impacted me. That's what I always want to do. Like I want to impact people. Like I want to take roles specifically, like Chadwick Boseman, for instance, like God rest his beautiful soul. Yeah. Like he was always inspiration to, actually, it's funny, his nephew is a good friend of mine. And we went to college together. We met in college. And I think he was always an inspiration because he was very careful about the roles he chose. And I'm the same way. I do not, like, I've gotten called in for so many different things, for Tyler Perry and amongst other things, P Valley. They were like chasing me down to try to be in season 2. And I was like, no, because it wasn't like aligning with, my values. It wasn't aligning fully with the actor that I want to be. Like if I'm going to have a big breakout role, I want it to be sustainable. I want people to be like, no, she's not just pretty. She's not just this. She's not just that. It's like she is an actor and she's impactful and she really brought that character to life in a way that helped me or changed me or make me to think, about life or something. Like that's what I care about. So having that experience was wonderful for me. I've also, had other great experiences on a variety of shows that were super fun, like my first couple little day players and things on TV shows, even if it was like Pregnant Woman #1, it was, with that, the first couple little lines. I just take in the moment, man, it's just something that I like to do. And I'm just honored for anything that I get. So, besides that, there's been so many beautiful things over the past decade or almost 2 decades now. But I think that one really takes the cake. I also played in the Colored Museum too, which was a beautiful show. Super funny, super crass. But I played 4 characters in it, and Lala was one of them. And she was the singer. She was very avant-garde and also kind of bipolar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show, but you guys should definitely read it or watch it if you can. Um, a great black playwright from back in the day, and it's a show that kind of pokes fun at certain things and makes things pretty deep things like slavery and like the color purple and stuff like that.
Okay.
It brings it to life. Yeah, it's crazy though. And he takes those things and he makes it awkwardly, like uncomfortably funny. Like in the very
Mm.
beginning of the show, we were in a slave boat and we have shackles on, literally. But it's like you have a woman who's standing up there like a flight attendant who's like, "Welcome to the slave ship." Like everyone put their shackles on, tighten them just like so. Like literally, that is the beginning of the show, and you're like, "What in the world?" And everybody was coming to see the show. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like people were looking around who were not us, like, can we laugh at this? Or are they laughing? Are
Like,
do they think
is
this is
this a setup?
yeah, they're like looking for approval, like, okay. It's a crazy show, but it's very awesome and deep at the same time. Like Lala was the epitome of like Etta James, and all of the beautiful greats. Dorothy Dandridge, who had to go overseas to be noticed in any type of way, and
Mm-hmm.
then they would come back to America, and it would kind of be like, oh, we're still dealing with racism, we're still dealing with having to take the back entrance into the venue. But in Europe, they were treated like queens. People like loved them, and they were treated a lot better. So that was her. That was the character. And she came back and she had this like fake French accent kind of thing, and would go in and out of like the fake French accent and her like Southern, blackness, and just have these bipolar moments though, and
Yeah.
and she kind of has a breakdown in song at the end of the scene. So that was
Yes.
one of my favorite roles too to play, definitely.
That is hilarious.
Oh man.
You
Now,
guys should see it. You for sure should read it, and for sure, if you ever like have it in your town or city, like you should definitely go see it because it's a hoot, but it's amazing.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
that's awesome.
Most definitely.
So
Yeah.
you can do this French accent real quick.
No, no, and I barely could
Let's
do
see.
it then. It was like it was just like it was yeah. Let me practice more on that. But even just getting ready for that, I was like, this is hard because it's just like I don't know. French is like it almost sounds like a song. Like it's like their language is almost like a song, and it's very just fluid, and it rolls off the tongue. That's just not natural, obviously, for an American to learn. So
Yes.
yeah,
I took
definitely a
French in high
challenge.
school. I love
Yeah,
French.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful
It is.
language.
It is. It's
Really,
said
I
to be
like
one
it.
of the most romantic languages alongside of Italian.
I was gonna say, yeah, Italian's
Yeah.
nice too. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah.
But that was a good role.
Now, one last question before we get you out of here. Let's share with our audience because this platform, we provide the platform for those aspiring in the business of acting. Just what's one piece of advice along your journey in this crazy business that's helped you that you can give to someone?
Yeah. Honestly, you have to be who you are and, stand up for what you believe is right for your career. I think that's definitely been something, I mean, now that I easily do, but it took a little bit to get there. Like I said, I've always been pretty good about saying no to things that I didn't want to do, which, has been a blessing and I think a good protection for me. But also too, I've had agents, who kind of didn't understand that. They'd be like, well, you're getting, they're chasing you down for XYZ. And it's just like, yeah, but I don't want to be a stripper. I don't want that to be my first role. I don't want anything that my parents can't watch for the first time of me on TV and film to be out there, Like if I have to be like, maybe you guys should just not watch this season of this show that I'm on, even though I'm in the whole season. Like, maybe you should just skip this show. And the next one, the next one. But yeah, it's important to understand what you want to do and why, and having those boundaries, like that agent ended up dropping me eventually because, I kept saying no to things I told her I wasn't comfortable with in the beginning. When I first signed my contract, that's why they give you a form to tell you what are you going to do and what are you not willing to do. But some people will not respect that because they're chasing after a paycheck, and they're not thinking about like the long run of we want to have a long career and we both want to be in this industry for the right reasons. So making sure you have your boundaries, you have your non-negotiables, and you stick to them, and you're not afraid to stand up for yourself. So that would be my biggest piece of advice. It may sometimes feel like you're taking the long road around, because there is going to be someone who does say yes to that role, and maybe it'll lead them to getting a couple other roles down the line too. And you're like, dang, now they're getting this and that. But it's like, it's your journey's your journey, and it's going to take as long as it's going to take. And I think we've seen so many beautiful examples of that in this award season, which was by far my favorite award season because there were so many more people of color winning and getting nominated for things finally. But it took so long. Like, all of their speeches, a lot of them were like, it took 15 years, it took 20 years, it took half my life to get to this point. And sometimes it's going to be that way. And I think it's going to be that way a lot more so for people who say no and have the courage to do so than it is going to be for the people who say yes.
Yeah.
That's a full word right there. I love that. Amen and amen again.
Ashley, amen.
Ashley, tell us where we can follow you at. And also, before that, quick shout out to Visionary Women's Productions as well.
Yes.
And your podcast as well.
Thank you.
Yes, quick shout out. But yes, tell everyone where we can follow you at.
Yeah, so you can follow me at Ashley Lauren Official on Instagram, and right in my bio, you'll see our company Instagram too, Visionary Woman Productions. We do film, TV, and branded content, and excited for this upcoming year of work that's ahead. So stay tuned for all of that, and I'm super excited, producing some films. And stay tuned. But Instagram, and then TikTok, if you're a TikTok person, AshleyLauren.official.
Nice. Ladies,
y'all follow Miss Ashley.
Yeah, I'm following. There you have it, ladies.
Yeah, follow, connect.
All that. She is truly amazing. Thank you again for your time on the show. We greatly appreciate it. We'll be in contact as well too, especially when we come up to New York, because I miss New York. I've been there once and I want to come back.
Yes.
Yes. I should be back to New York in September actually.
Keep me posted. I don't know if I've been trying to move, to be honest, for the past year.
Right.
I was trying to move to California, but then the strike hit and all this stuff, and everything keeps happening and prolonging the move. But so if I'm still here, yes, or if in California, if I'm there, same offer. Come on by.
Well, we're wishing you like all the success on your endeavors and everything. You're a beautiful woman, beautiful Black woman. So we have to give you your flowers. It's Black History Month, and we are sharing the light.
Yes, indeed.
Everyone, yes. Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Here we go. Mike's favorite segment for the show. We gonna act the fool in there. Hey, we go. And y'all need to get in the studio. We gonna act the fool. Acting the fool, man. I got one for y'all today. All right, so this one here. I don't know if you heard about the guy that was recently sentenced in Virginia, Bazen Bear. age 25. He received 100 years. Yeah, 100 years. With 30 years suspended, meaning he'll get out when he's like 70 years old. So he's in jail for real. He was convicted of murdering his coworker. Oh my god. Yeah, after his coworker did something, the ultimate no-no that you tell coworkers not to do at work.
Don't
You
eat
know what
my
that
food.
was? You're right. He stole a man's lunch.
Oh, hell no.
So Barrel, he was found guilty of first-degree murder after he planned and carried out the murder of his coworker, who was age 58. He really planned it out. Like he grew angry when he found out that the janitor, who was at a local Target, had taken his lunch from the refrigerator several days earlier. So he decided to kill the guy by purchasing a hammer with 2 knives. And 2 days before the murder, and then he told detectives the next day he spent training for the murder. And then what he did, he sat in the parking lot early one morning and waited for him. Well, yeah, he sat in the parking lot early one day and just waited for him. And when he started to head to his car, he went over, stabbed, and beat him to death. And so, according to the news report, prosecutors said that he threatened to kill or hurt other people as well if he was not given the harshest possible sentence. And so the judge said it is fits of rage and sentenced him to 100 years.
Ooh.
So he's not gonna get out when he's 70 because he already 25?
25.
So he gonna get out when he about 100.
If he make it that long.
Because he make it, 70 some years on top of that. But dang, that premeditated murder over some food, bro.
If he make it that long and the earth make it that long, that's 100 years, dog. God damn.
That's crazy. Man. That's crazy. It's not that serious. Like, put a lock on your lunch kit or something. I'm pretty sure they got some lunch kits out here with a lock on it or something. If not, there needs to be a little, invention or something. Hey, don't forget, I told y'all about this, right? I invented it by mouth. But I'm saying that's crazy.
100 years.
I drunk one of my coworkers. He had a picture of Kool-Aid, and I drunk it. He was mad. He didn't know it was me. He asked me too. I told him no. I love you, Alfredo. If you listening to this,
Alfredo gonna kick your butt.
Mike, and the victim that's in the story, Mike. Y'all both subscribe to the same train of thought, which it's like because it's like what kind of food. It's like what do you add to food or drinks to make them taste better?
I don't know.
Free. Y'all didn't taste so much shit.
Yeah, I like that.
I see you laughing, Mike.
I walked in there smooth and went group.
Right. I know for lunch yesterday when I was at work, I was gonna pick chicken at lunch, but they only have vegetarian options remaining. But at least I didn't get as bad as the guy getting upset and getting angry. I just said no harm, no foul. Get it? No harm, no foul.
You had the first one because that was a personal experience with me, but now we can move on.
Mike said,
You had me going.
Now I know that we all travel a lot as actors. We on the road, we on a plane, and I hate airline food the most. Right? It's hard to deal with airline food because it's just so plain. Okay. Oh, did I get two? What? I see you, Mike.
Food out.
I'm getting better at this.
You is, Chris. You got this.
You called me with the food thing because I remember that day. Freddie was pissed. He was pissed. His brother was like, "Bro, you didn't drink that Kool-Aid." I said,
Oh, you trifling.
They're about to jump you, Mike.
Man, I'm gonna cash out Freddie $10, man. That's my dog.
Meanwhile, in the back of his mind, he's like, man,
out the blue, huh, Mike?
Out the blue, he's like, "Hey, man, I ain't trying to disrespect you because you're black and all, but did you drink my Kool-Aid out of the?"
You should have known your black boy did it.
In the back of his mind, he's just like, man, the ratio of sugar to Kool-Aid to the water, it was just that was the best mixed Kool-Aid I ever had.
It was hitting too. You know, when
He
it's
didn't want to.
cold, hit the back of your throat, like, man.
What flavor was it?
He
What
didn't
flavor
want
was
to
it?
be discriminatory. He didn't want to discriminate, but he wanted to say, "Your black ass did
That
it."
was my dog, because he came to me so nicely and angry at the same time. He's like, bro.
And he probably been waiting on that Kool-Aid all day. He's like, man, it's gonna taste so good when I have
It
this.
was in the middle of the summer.
He done drunk the Kool-Aid.
Tell that man what you did, Mike. It's confession.
I must
Tell that man
confess.
and send him $10 in the bill or something.
I was sending a man $10, man. He gonna laugh his ass off too. I knew it, guy. He like, I knew you didn't.
No.
Snitch on him.
Oh shit.
All right,
You made me think about what's his name? The what's his name? Is it the governor or whatever when he was talking about snitch on him.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It's okay to tell.
Snitch on yourself, Mike, because you're wrong for that.
I will. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
but yeah. So moving on to the next segment we got coming up. Carrier of the Flame is bringing us another health bit. So hey, just to help us find balance. So stay locked. Just Acting Up Show. Be right back. Welcome to the Balancing Act, and hey, we got Carrier of the Flame. She's bringing us another health segment where, hey, we want to treat our bodies right. We want to treat our bodies well. So she's going to give us a few tips on how to do that. Check it out.
Good day, beautiful people. I just wanted to give you a quick ab workout. I would like for you to do each exercise 5 times 12 on each leg. So that's 5 sets of 12 on each leg. This will help to condition your abs, build them up, and make them stronger. Remember, abs are made in the kitchen and are maintained in the gym. So get up, get moving, and give me 5 sets of 12 on each leg twice a day if you can. Once a day I'll take, but twice a day is your challenge. Remember, you are your own hero, and no one is coming to save you but you. You have to put in the work. So make it count. Get up, get moving, and let's get that body ready for summertime. Thank you all so much. Follow me at Carrier of the Flame on Instagram and Soleil_Customs on Instagram. Let's build those abs together. Bye.
Clapping in. Thank you to our guest again, Miss Ashley Lauren. We appreciate you coming on. Yeah, man, it's a wrap. It's a show. Y'all got any last few words?
No.
I do actually. I want to say this. I seen this this thing here. It says for imperfect faithfulness, you have done marvelous things. Things planned long ago will come to pass. So basically just saying, sow your seeds, people. Um, a lot of the things that we are reaping right now are from seeds that we sowed in the past. So, sow your seeds.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Mike? Any last words?
Man, does everybody be safe out here in these streets? And Valentine's Day is around the corner, and grab the one that you love and just live life.
Ain't nobody. Love yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Love yourself. Love yourself.
That's important. Yeah, I don't think I have no positive quote for today. I think that was well said to share as well. And all I gotta say is don't drink the Kool-Aid. All right, y'all.
Drink the Kool-Aid, Mike.
Peace out.